On a peaceful hillside, overlooking the shimmering Sea of Galilee, a large crowd gathered. They had come from far and wide, drawn by the wisdom and presence of Jesus. The air was still, filled with anticipation. As Jesus ascended a small hill, he sat down, and his disciples gathered around him, along with the multitude. A hush fell over the crowd, their eyes fixed on him, eager to hear his teachings. The golden sunlight of Galilee bathed the scene, casting a warm spiritual glow. Jesus began to speak, his voice calm, yet resonating with profound authority. His words were not of earthly power, but of a deeper, heavenly truth. He spoke of blessings, of a path to true happiness and divine grace. The atmosphere was one of deep peace, a sacred moment unfolding under the open sky. He began, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." As he spoke, the concept of faith seemed to illuminate the faces in the crowd. He continued, "Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted." A sense of solace, a promise of healing, touched the hearts of many. Then, "Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth." The virtue of humility shimmered, a quiet strength understood by those listening. "Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they shall be filled." A deep yearning for righteousness stirred within the souls of the people. He proclaimed, "Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy." The profound power of mercy resonated, a call to compassion and understanding. His voice gentle, "Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God." A vision of divine connection, of clarity and truth filled the spiritual air. He taught, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called children of God." The promise of peace, a divine calling, settled upon the hillside. Finally, "Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." A profound understanding of enduring faith, even in adversity, dawned upon them. Each beatitude, a beacon of hope, was absorbed by the attentive listeners. The crowd listened, their expressions shifting from curiosity to deep contemplation. Faces showed a mix of wonder, understanding, and profound inspiration. Many closed their eyes, internalizing the powerful, life-altering words. The teachings offered a new perspective, a revolutionary way of living. They spoke of inner wealth, of comfort in sorrow, and strength in gentleness. The promise of fulfillment for those who sought justice and mercy, a path to seeing God through purity of heart, and a divine identity for peacemakers, and the ultimate reward for those who suffered for what was right. The message transcended their daily struggles, offering eternal hope. A woman wiped a tear from her eye, touched by the depth of his compassion. A man nodded slowly, his heart stirred by the call to righteousness. Children, too, seemed to sense the profound significance of the moment. The spiritual energy on the hillside was palpable, a transformative force. Jesus concluded his sermon, his gaze sweeping over the multitude. His words lingered in the air, echoing in the hearts of all who heard. The crowd remained, unwilling to break the spell of his wisdom. They were not just listeners, they were witnesses to a divine revelation. The seeds of his teachings had been sown on fertile ground. A sense of renewed purpose, of spiritual awakening, filled the air. The camera slowly began to pull back, revealing the vastness of the crowd. Hundreds, perhaps thousands, dotted the hillside, a tapestry of humanity. The setting sun cast long shadows, painting the landscape in hues of gold and amber. The Sea of Galilee sparkled in the distance, a serene backdrop. The message of hope, humility, mercy, and peace was now carried by each person. It would spread from this hillside, touching lives far beyond. The Beatitudes, a timeless guide, had been delivered. A new understanding of blessedness, not in worldly riches, but in spiritual virtues. The scene was one of profound beauty, both natural and spiritual. The camera continued to recede, showing the immense scale of the gathering. The hillside, once just a place, was now sacred ground. The message of Jesus, eternal and universal, had begun its journey. A cinematic moment of divine teaching, etched into the annals of time, the Beatitudes. A blueprint for a blessed life, for all generations.